Welcome back to another Daily Dose of Greatness Quest. Today we're going to talk about decisions, and more specifically, we're going to talk about not making a decision and what that means and what the consequences are. I know you're going to love the show.
Cowboy.
Welcome to a Daily Dose of Greatness Quest with your host, Trevor Crane, my daddy. He is going to help you take your life and business to the next level.
Here I come to save the day.
Trevor Crane here, 11-time #1 best-selling author and the founder of Epic Author Publishing, coming to you live every day so you can plug in every day to build your ideal business so you can live your ideal life.
If my daddy can do it, then anybody can do it because he's a weirdo.
You're supposed to make me sound cool.
All right, I've been constantly thinking about the best content to bring you to help you take your life and or business to the next level. And I think it's really an important distinction to know this about decisions, because I used to think, and it still will happen from time to time, I have options and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do A, B, or C, or D, or all the above. And sometimes when we have so many options and opportunities, we are, it's analysis paralysis. And I used to think that not making a decision was like a good thing. And you know, if you're in sales, and I help people invest in their books and their business and their brand, and I help my clients figure out how to influence others and create the same results. And we're constantly collecting decisions. And sometimes we'll collect a yes, and sometimes we'll collect a no, and sometimes we'll collect a maybe. And by the way, you should know this already, that the worst response you can get from someone is a maybe. It's complete bullshit. They're just avoiding. And here's the thing. We fail to remember that when you're not making a decision, you're still making a decision. And this will happen time and time again in your life when you just fail to make a decision. And but that decision is still a decision. It's just you're choosing not to act. And this is a really incredible thing for you to consider. So where in your life are you not making a choice? Where in your life is it time that you finally make a decision? Are you in a relationship that you should get out of? Is there a relationship that you should get into? Is there a business that you should start, or is there a business that you should quit? You know, I don't know what it is for you, but I know for me it happens even if I'm trying to buy something from Amazon and I'm in there and I'm like, I don't know, should I get this t-shirt or that t-shirt, this backpack or that set of underwear or whatever it is. And not making a decision is still a decision. It's just you're choosing not to choose. And this ends up sabotaging more people's success than you can possibly imagine. I'm not sure what my cover should be, so I'm not going to publish my book. I'm not sure what email I should send, so I don't send it. Like, fuck. It drives me insane. And I do it, and you do it, and we do it, and it sucks, and it's sabotaging your success. Decisions. The decisions you make will define your destiny. The food you eat today will define your destiny. Now, I'm not challenging you about whether or not you should eat more ice cream or exercise more or go to the gym. Maybe you should do all of those things. But my advice is that you look into your life and you look at where you want to make the most progress and if you could improve any area of your life, where would it be? Which is the area of your life that you would like to improve? Is it your money? Is it your business? Is it your brand? Is it your health? Is it your relationship? And then what is the decision that you have not yet made? There's a great book. What's the book? I can't remember it. There's this guy named Hal Moore. He's a really famous battlefield commander, a battlefield leader. I think he was in the Army. He was definitely in the Armed Services. And I think his book might be called Battlefield Leadership. And there are these core questions that he faced and he asked continually every single day that he was on the battlefield. He calls it battlefield leadership. And one of these questions is basically, what am I doing right now that I should not be doing? And then the reverse of that question, or like almost the opposite of that question, is what am I not doing that I should be doing? Now, I've got these as freedom questions up on my wall. So I've got questions like, who must I become? How can I work less so I can have more? How can I live a more rich life? How can I have it all? I've got a whole bunch of cool questions that I keep up on my freedom, like on a big whiteboard in my room. But up at the top, right underneath the title, is what am I doing that I shouldn't be doing, and what am I not doing that I should be doing? And my question to you is, what area of your life are you stagnating in? Are you just choosing not to choose? I have a client I worked with years ago, and she was choosing a new partner, and they were deciding to get this party started with what they're doing about business. And I said, well, I highly advise that you put that agreement in writing. Even if you write it on a cocktail napkin, just like write it down. What is going to go on this agreement? And she didn't want to do it. It made her feel uncomfortable, and she was scared about how it would face the relationship and blah, blah, blah. And after 2 or 3 months, I was working with her, and guess what happened? The relationship devolved, and their agreement that they originally had, just talked as friends, failed, and they started to be at odds with one another. And because they didn't have things written down, they were both in jeopardy. And they chose to not make a decision. They weren't sure what to put on there, so they put nothing on there, and that is still a decision. It was a decision not to move forward. And it is causing you harm. It is causing me harm. It is causing the people that you love most harm when you choose not to choose. So choose wisely. And I hope this has been valuable for you today. I'm not going to go on and on about this. I just think it's a cool little concept of recognizing that when you don't make a decision, it's still a decision. That was a tough one for me to handle because I don't want to make the wrong choice. So sometimes I make no choice, but that's still a decision. And if you're trying to make sales and somebody's like, I don't know, I'll give you a maybe. You just don't buy that shit. You get a yes or collect a no, one or the other. But this vacillating in between yeses and nos is sucking your soul out of your eyeballs. And it's hurting the people that you love most. And if you allow people to get away with that shit, and you allow people in your world to give you maybes and wishy-washy fucking answers, you are not going to live the quality of life that you deserve, and you're not going to be helping those people. You do not help them by allowing them wiggle room to go ahead and I don't know, I got to freaking think about it, or whatever nonsense. Figure out your marketing. Figure out your levels of influence. Find ways to support people in making a decision. Yeses rock. Nos are even better. Because there's more stuff that you and I should say no to than we should say yes to. So it's totally perfectly cool because somebody, if they're making a decision of whether or not they should work with you, to take the no. I love no's. I celebrate no's even more than I celebrate yeses. Because as soon as I get a yes, I got someone that I have to help them fulfill their dreams and their destiny. And I'm excited about that. I'm inspired by it, but I want to make very damn sure that I don't let people in the door that are going to suck my souls out of my eyeballs and are going to quit. I have had people quit before. I have had people not take action before. I have had people that I work with that just fail on themselves I can't stand it and I won't stand for it any longer. I love yeses. I love nos. Now I'm not everybody's freaking flavor of ice cream. Some people don't like my directness. Some people don't like my inappropriateness. Some people don't like my language. Some people don't like freaking the way I spell. I don't know. They don't like my face. That's totally cool. If you're listening to me, you must have connected with me in some way, and maybe you still like my face just a little bit because you're tuned in on this sucker. So I hope you're getting value from this, brother, sister. I can't wait to connect with you tomorrow on another Daily Dose of Greatness Quest. Take on the challenge and freaking make a decision on something that you've been putting off. And that's all I got for you today. Make the day magnificent.
To get even more awesomeness, which means all my best stuff, download my app by texting Trevor to 36260. It will show up right on your cell phone. Just text message the word Trevor to 36260. Talk to you soon.